And we're back. Just helps cleaning up the books.
And now we're reading.
Parfait
Girls Volume 2.
Sit in the same spot as the last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. He's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. This Natsuki has a good taste after all. After some time, Monika gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding onto this for now.
Yep. Even you sound fantastic this time. I got confused.
I'm starting to get into it, you know?
Told you.
Yeah. I returned to my seat and slipped the book into my bag. Do Monika.
Submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no question. What? Sure, it'll turn out great. Would also make me happy to see. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. Let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
It's pretty good. You've been spending some time with Natsuki, haven't you? You must like her writing style.
I'm picking. Yeah. I think it's a neat way to tell the story.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skit poems may be cute, but they're also meaningful. You can see why you'd be into this style. I guess that means you're not much of a fan. Such a fan of Yuri's poems, then.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Kind of like everyone's poems.
It's true, but I'm sure you like some more than others, right? Yuri's use of complex words and symbolism? Oh, yeah. I would say Yuri's way of expressing happiness or sadness in a more direct way. You must have some kind of preference, don't you? Yeah. Oh, yeah, not that's a contest or anything. Oh, yeah. I was just curious, that's all. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. Beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose. And that was all I ever sought, and here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. And I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. We only seek the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
You know, I feel like learning for answers are sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it wasn't kind of all in my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Yeah. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything's okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy reading, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, you want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think?
Dang, she said it again!
Oh, fuck.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Next up is Yuri.
Well done, Filbert. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing a writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess, can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Filbert? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. Oh, fuck. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. If you and my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Yeah? Why me? Because you scare the hell out of me. You're very sophisticated with your writing and have most advice to share. Is that so? Yeah. Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? We'd have to become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri? It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant I respect your opinion. I see. Sorry that I've overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What? What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. You want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of the earth chastically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky and an expanse of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds and endless edging, the easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle when the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will all sudden waves send you crashing down into the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles. I call those shoes. Where the toes squish into the sand, the salty air is therapeutic, breeze is gentle yet powerful. Sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my piece to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore.
Wow.
Beautiful. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about. Like kind of a pokey-name thing to write about. I know it's bad. But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it's amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic at each other again. It's supposed to be to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, I was surprised that she wanted to do something like that. Probably just wanted to show off. It's not like I had a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But... Oh, okay, fuck her hand. So confused. Because I just suddenly saw her vest here.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Did she just change clothes in front of me? Like she just added a layer? Well, I suppose not. I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Oh, God. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem, then back at the poem, then back at me. By now, she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad?
No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around.
Are you trying to impress me?
Obviously, you think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break.
Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you?
I'll tell you,
Natsuki's face freezes, like she just realized something.
You're trying to impress me?
Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time, and the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor.
I have to use the bathroom.
Red-faced Natsuki quickly walks out of the room.
Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you?
No. I just told her that. My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monika that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monika sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She skims over it a second time, her smile not fading from her face.
I see. At first I thought you liked her writing style, but you wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you?
I mean, not really.
In fact, didn't you like your poem a lot the other day, too? You know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Filbert?
Cheat? With who? What? I'm not cheating. It's completely consensual. Cheating? What do you mean by that?
Never mind, just kidding, ahaha.
I didn't understand Monika's joke at all.
Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you?
I think she thinks I'm gross and is vomiting.
Oh, you don't need to answer that.
Oh.
It's just something for you to think about. Hey.
Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monika's hands. Her hands are still wet. She never dried them. Gross.
Disgusting.
Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom.
Did you read this, Monika?
Oops.
Of course, I liked it. Ugh. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know?
God, my arm is sore for some reason.
You have a bad habit of doing that. Huh? But Flora wrote this poem. How am I supposed to share with everyone, right?
Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read.
Okay, well, I think Filbert is done sharing this poem with everyone.
I mean, that was Natsuki, but whatever.
Oh, yeah. It's not like anyone wants to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to it. If you insist. What? Why you look at me like that? What? Ugh. Never mind.
Natsuki? I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't got to read it yet.
So what? Well, I guess Filbert is right, Natsuki. Not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine.
Natsuki returns my poem.
I think she's gonna like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy.
I'll be your beach.
I'll be your bitch.
Your mind is full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. My vagina. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkled with brilliant light, The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. In a way you thought you'd never let go. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in a windy sail. In my windy sail. Oh. And remember the reasons you're wonderful. And you press your lips to oh, shit.
She wants the lips.
She wants the lips. Grab my nuts. Get my nuts. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. God damn it. But if you let me be by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. So beautiful. Where's my medal? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I can burp too.
I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for it. Besides, the beach is awesome. Find it hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn.
Well, that's... Jeez, you better not say anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something else fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine would be kind of metaphorical too. There's nothing wrong with doing that one. At the very least, it was good practice.
Who to read next? I think we'll read the next one in the next episode.
Next time.
On Total Drama. Doki Doki Literature.